Hello everyone. This hand on the draw is a definite keep. I have Thoughtseize and Dismember on 1, Ooze on 2, Liliana on 3, Garrick on 4, along with a Treetop Village. Treetop Village is a little bit awkward here because it can slow me down in the beginning of the game, but it should be able to fit into my draw. So I'm going to keep this and get started. This hand should be good against most opponents. I have Thoughtseize, which is good all around. Dismember, which is great against the majority of the format. And then Ooze does a lot of work. And of course, Liliana and Garrick are great on their own in most situations. So this deck is designed so that most of the cards are going to be good in most situations. And any hand with lands and spells and a reasonable curve is going to be a keep. And this hand is no exception. So he plays a mountain. It's very possible he's playing Burn, which is not a matchup I like to see, but it's pretty straightforward and should make for some interesting decisions. It's really about playing tight and using everything to the maximum. So here he plays Vexing Devil. Ideally, I could use removal on it, but casting Dismember for 4 life is obviously not getting me anywhere. And I don't have Abrupt Decay, and also I'm on the draw, so I wouldn't be able to do it anyway. So in this case, I'm always going to just take 4 here and treat it as a burn spell, and then look to conserve my life total as much as possible. So for example, I'm never going to use Overgrown Tomb untapped. So in that case, I'll just play Treetop Village and pass it back. I could also do Overgrown Tomb, tapped, and then untap and cast Thoughtseize, and then tap and play the Treetop. Though, and really, Thoughtseize is not very valuable. It's really losing tempo. I don't even necessarily need to cast it. It's going to be best on a creature, but with Dismember, I have outs to creatures. So rather than tempo myself with the Thoughtseize, I'm going to sort of ignore it for now. And play the Treetop. And then I give myself the option of playing the untapped Overgrown if I decide that's best. So he plays Hellspark. I can't use Ooze to get rid of it, unfortunately. I could slow roll the Ooze and hope he doesn't flashback the Hellspark, but that's pretty unlikely. I kind of like the idea of playing the Ooze and forcing him to flashback or use a removal spell on the Ooze, both of which are not bad. If he passes and I still have the Ooze, I'm in a pretty good spot. I could take the Devil. And if he just kills Ooze, then I stop the burn spell from going to my head, which is not bad. So he opts for the flashback, and I will take the damage. He has a land. And he bolts the Ooze and passes with 3 cards. I'm at 9 life. Here's a situation where I can just cast Thoughtseize and hopefully prevent a damage or 2. So I take a Rift Bolt and prevent a damage. Play the Overgrown tapped and then pass it back. So he's got me to 4. And if he can draw some lands, I'll have a shot. He plays a Vexing Devil. So in this case, I'm certainly not going to take the damage, and I'm going to look to get value from that Liliana, or potentially Dismember, but it's going to be the Liliana in this situation. So here he'll just suspend Rift Bolt. So really, him drawing Vexing Devil was great for us. It was pretty close to a blank. So he did get some tempo with it. We could have cast Garrick and made a token. So maybe he'll kill the Liliana, and that would be awesome. But that, of course, will not happen. It's just the top of his deck in a race against Garrick and Treetop Village. He actually kills the Liliana. So I'm at 7, and now I actually have a pretty decent shot of winning. He's going to need probably 3 spells. And I have him on a relatively quick clock. He started a chat with me, and I'm just going to ignore that. He draws a land. That's awesome. Maybe he was chatting that he's unlucky. So I was just going to play Garrick, but that's incorrect. Ooze and pass here is game over. He does not like that one. So I'll take Vexing Devil. And I'll take my own Ooze, just to ensure he can't kill the Ooze. And then pass back with a 4/4 at 9 life. Of course, I gain 2 from that. And he's dead to rights here. He could draw Flame Javelin, take it out. Plenty of things take it out. But I'm at far too much life. Goblin Guide does nothing. Does hold back the Ooze, in theory. So I'll just play Garrick and Goyf here. And no reason to attack. Maybe reason actually. Overrun 9 with Treetop, that would be 6, 7, 15. Plus 8. So I can deal 23. So really I do not need to hit him for 4 here. So I can just pass back and play conservatively. It doesn't improve my clock. Actually, yeah, I can remove the Vexing Devil with the Ooze, and it'll be exactly 20. And he scoops it up. So I feel pretty fortunate to win that. And we'll go to the sideboard. I have Obstinate Baloth. and actually a timely reinforcements, which is quite good. And obviously I hope to draw that. Mind Sensor's no good. Stony Silence is no good. Dark Blast has little value. Thrun is pretty weak. Creeping Corrosion's no good. Fulminator does nothing. Grafdigger's Cage does very little. That and Dark Blast hate on Hellspark, but pretty weak. So I'm going to cut all the Dark Confidants. That card never works out against them. And I'm going to bring in Explosives and Thrun. And I'm considering Mind Sensor, but I think Dismember is probably better. Thoughtseize is okay. I could cut those. I kind of just want threats here. I'm going to try the Mind Sensors just as another threat. And I suppose I should just bring in Dark Blast too. No, it's too bad. Fulminator's too weak. Thoughtseize is decent. I'll do this. Alright. Decent hand. Maelstrom Pulse I didn't mention in sideboarding. It's not great, but it's alright. I expect him to have Eidolon of Great Revel, so more answers to that is good. So this hand, 2 Thoughtseizes, I'm just going to get rid of this. It's just weak. This is alright. Goif and a removal spell, and then that Mind Sensor. We'll see what that can do. Vexing Devil on the draw. I got to take 4. There's the Obstinate Baloth, so that's step 1. I'll play Marsh Flats, intending to find a Temple Garden. Goblin Guide, so we're going to let him hit us. Reveal the top card. Hopefully it's a land. I don't see the revealed card. So I can use the fetch land to fetch because I know the top card because I revealed it, but I don't know where it was revealed to in the new online. Oh, here we go. Those are his cards. Mine are here. It's weird. So I need to know his exile zone, I guess. For suspend, and then my revealed Inquisition. So yeah, I'll fetch at end of turn. Inquisition's not great. Temple Garden. And I'm going to pass. And after the Goblin reveal, I'll Abrupt Decay the Goblin Guide. If he plays another, then I'll Maelstrom Pulse it. All right, just one of them. We'll see what we reveal this time. Timely reinforcements. Well, it's the best possible card I could see. But I don't have another land for it. And I have the Baloth. So, and he also missed a land drop. So as much as I want to draw that and then just hope to draw land, I think, because if I do that, then I can't cast Decay and I'm going to set myself back. I think I have to just Abrupt Decay that. Then play Tarmogoyf. And just try to win with what I have now. I think that's just way too greedy. Because now I can play a Tarmogoyf, which is going to be pretty awesome against him. He spiked, so now Goyf is a 4/5. And I draw a green source. And I really prefer this position to Timely. Timely gains 6, and also casting the Decay immediately gains me 2. And it allows me to get ahead of him and actually start attacking him. And assuming I attack him once with Goyf, that's the other 4 points. Of course, attacking him is not as important as gaining my own life. But this is not a bad spot, and if I draw land, I should lock up the game. Verdant Catacomb, that is perfectly acceptable. So I'll go down to 5 and then jump up to 9, take him to 16, and should be able to win. If he has 3 burn spells, I'll race him by a turn. And I'll get a swamp here. Play Baloth. Attack for 4. And I have 11 points in play. He has 6 cards, so if he plays a land, he could easily deal 9. Just depends what he has. He does have the land. And he has... That does not look like a burn spell. Satyr Fire Dancer. Yeah, that is not what he needed. So, I think I have this game now. So I'm going to pulse it, but I drew Liliana, so that seems better. I'll make him discard. And Goyf is now a 5/6 with the addition of all those cards. So I could actually attack him with just the Goyf to 11 and then 5 plus 4 plus 3 next turn and kill him. So I can leave back the Baloth to protect my life total. So that's what I'll do. Satyr Fire Dancer, the enchantment, pumps the Goyf. Otherwise, he would have been at 12, and then, of course, down to 1. So he actually improved my clock with the Fire Dancer. And also, I could... Well, it won't come up here, but there's also ways to kill your own Liliana with Pulse or Decay. Of course, I don't have enough mana for that. Thought Seizing Yourself's another decent one. Well, activate Liliana. I'll pitch a Pulse. And it would be foolish for me to Thoughtseize because he has plenty of spells, but his mana is tied up, and casting Thoughtseize basically just casts a burn spell at me and actually gives him an opportunity to win. So I'll just use Liliana and force him to throw his burn spells at me. I'll have a little more information. And I'm just going to activate the treetop and attack. If he has to spend time throwing removal at treetop, he's going to be dead. Either way. He pitches Searing Blood. And by attacking with everything, I pressure his burn spells and make sure he can't kill me over 2 turns. If I didn't attack with something, he could just ignore it, throw burn spells at me, and win. This does expose me to a haste creature, of course, but that should not let him win. I don't think any haste creatures are part of a winning plan for him, because spending 1 mana for 2 damage is not how he's going to win this game. He needs a bunch of lightning bolts. Or Hellspark Elemental spending 2 mana for 3 damage, also not profitable for him. So he's Searing Bloods the Baloth and Shard Volleys it. So that's going to deal some damage to me. And prevent him some damage. So let's say I had Thoughtseized him. He could still use the Shard Volley on the treetop to stay alive. So he plays Vexing Devil. Obviously, I'm not going to take the damage here. Or in fact, if I Thoughtseized him, he could have just done it in response. And I'll actually use Liliana first. And then I'll Pulse Devil. And then attack with Goyf for the win. His last card was Flames of the Bloodhand.